Good afternoon. My name is Mike Scherf with the Lipe Clutch Corporation. We are going to show you how to install our new Lipe assembled clutch. It comes pre-assembled out of the box for use with a clutch jack installation. First thing we want to do is we want to make sure our resurfaced flywheel has a minimum of 5/16 from the mating surface, the friction surface, down to the bolt heads. Anything less than 5/16, you'll have an interference between the damper springs on the clutch hub and the flywheel bolt. So it's critical that you have that proper dimension here. We're going to hit the flywheel here with some brake clean. Wipe it down. Also, the center plate, intermediate plate here, we're going to do the same with that. Gets the cosmoline off that's put on for shipping purposes to prevent corrosion. At that point, we're going to take our flywheel disc, and there's one side that's marked flywheel side. You want to make sure you get that towards the flywheel. So that's going to slide on just like that. At that point, we are ready to position our clutch. And you can see here I've got a couple guide studs in the flywheel to help with the alignment of the clutch assembly. Up a little bit, George. Okay, and with that being done, before we remove our clutch jack assembly, input shaft, installation tool, we're going to remove our 3 caging bolts with the yellow tags. The reason for doing that before you take out the alignment tool is you do not want those discs to fall down because the cage bolts are in there holding the clutch more in the release position. Now we're going to pull our jack out, get him out of the way, and we're ready to move on with the transmission installation at this point. Get my associate Gary to help me here. This is kind of a cutaway version. It's a little easier than being under the truck. So that's in, make sure that the forks go over the top of the bearing. I'm going to put in just a couple bolts here to secure this in place, just in the essence of saving time. You all know this procedure. Okay. Then once you get all the bolts in, go around and torque them. Then we're going to move into our clutch adjustment procedure. And I'll get Gary to give me a hand here if you would be so kind. This rod that comes with the clutch is 1/2 inch material. Okay, you're going to take the 1/2 inch adjuster tool, you're going to go down between the bearing and the clutch brake. And I can see here we're a little bit tight, so we're going to go in. The forward nut is the lock nut. We're going to go on that. It's a right hand thread. You're going to knock that loose. Then you should be able to easily turn this adjuster nut. So being right hand thread, if we want more gap, we're going to tighten it and move it in. Still a little snug there. You just want a slight drag on this adjuster rod as you go down in there. About 2 turns. A little bit more. Okay, I like that. Then reach up in there with your finger. Snug that lock nut till it's snug. Remember, it's right hand thread, so you want to tighten it. You give it 1 hit, 2nd hit. You can hear the difference in the sound. It's tight. I usually give it a 3rd tap just for good measures. You don't want to overdo it. You can strip that nut. You do not ever want to use an air chisel on here. I guarantee you'll break that nut. It usually will split the nut. Instead of stripping it, just splits it. So that's it for the internal adjustment. That's the same on all clutches, your 1/2 inch. Clutches are designed to travel 0.5 to 0.56 inches for a full release. At that point then, you're going to set your 1/8 inch fork to bearing clearance with your external linkage. And that should give you an 1/8 inch inside here, will give you about 1.5 inches free travel at the pedal. You want to also make sure that all your clutch pivot joints are good, the heim joints are not seized up or loose and sloppy, and that your cross shaft bushings are tight and greased properly. And that pretty much concludes the Lipe assembled clutch installation. It's a very, very easy install. If you have any questions, tech support number on the back of the brochure that's in the clutch box rings direct to my cell phone. Please give me a call. I'd rather talk to you before you have a problem and maybe do something wrong and create more problems. So do not be embarrassed to call. There are no dumb questions. We do want to talk to you. Thank you much for your time, and like I said, any questions, give me a call. Thank you.